Alright, welcome back everybody to Tactics Ogre Reborn. We are in the process of moving our ass up to talk to the Dark Knights, which is up north here. In the meantime, we're going to have to battle through wherever we're at right now. Every city you can pretty much guess is going to be a battle between here and there, even if there is a blue flag.
You're Denham, the hero of Goliath, they call you.
Told ya?
Something tells me I won't be recruiting you.
You must be part of the new Wallister Alliance. We share a common cause.
Cause? You abandoned our cause when you drew steel on your kinsman, traitor. Listen up, boys. That one there's the hero of Goliath. Slaughtered the people of Balmamusa like cattle he did, all to slake his thirst for power. You're going to let him and his bloodthirsty lord rule us into the grave? I didn't think so. For the Alliance!
Some stuff to talk about from the last episode. Kind of wish I could have fit it into the previous episode, but we were sort of at the end of that cutscene. Is that the Duke and Leonard are not getting along very well. As I mentioned in a previous episode, there's a possibility that this happened while we were gone, and what's his face, Vice was with them, but again, there's the way that the storyline rolls out is always, you know, because obviously this is a video game, not a fucking fairy tale, but you know, there always has to be a problem. So if you're on the Chaos side, you have defied the Duke, you're running away from him, you're trying to find or create some sort of resistance force to battle against the Duke and at least keep yourself alive. You're worried that no matter where you go, you'll always be hunted, and so you're always on your back foot. In a lawful playthrough, because in Chaos, you know, Duke is super successful, his plans tend to go really well, the slaughter of Balmamusa ends up rallying the people to his cause. In law, it's the opposite. You join the Duke, you do his bidding, but the people aren't joining his cause, his lie gets out, the whole 9 yards, because again, you can't have the easy path. It always has to be difficult no matter which way you're going, because it's a video game, you want it to be difficult. Okay. So again, you know, here we are in chapter 2. Things aren't going well for the Duke and his side. People are leaving, deserting, they're not they're not joining up in the ranks that they were in Chaos. They were, they're deserting actually instead of joining. And there's a general understanding that the battle, the Sanjay Will battle, which was the deciding factor for them to push into Karentanai, did not go their way, and they're now on their back foot. And the Duke continues to talk as if they've got the army outmanned, outgunned, got the will, the opinion of the people is on their side, momentum, everything's on their side. When in reality, it's like coming out of halftime and you're down by like 15 points or so, and it's going to be it's not insurmountable, but it's a big, particularly if you're being very competitive with the other side, it's going to be very difficult to make up those 15 points in the second half, whether we're talking basketball or football. It's very difficult to make up those points because, in basketball, you're going to, shoot the ball, they're going to shoot the ball. You're going to hit some baskets, they're going to hit some baskets. In order to make up that deficit, they have to miss and you have to make your baskets. And the same thing in football, except we're talking two touchdowns plus an extra point, or I'm sorry, a 2-point conversion to get to 15. 7 and 8 is 15. So you're asking for either to do sort of a risky thing, which is a 2-point conversion and being successful with it, or you're looking at a 3-score game, which, depending on how competitive it is, it can be very difficult to make up 3 scores unless the other team really has a letdown. They get an injury, they have a letdown, their players stop playing essentially. In the NFL, 15 points, I wouldn't say that most NFL games are only 15 points, but like a lot of games will finish like 21-14. So if you're down, say 15-0 in the first half, it's unlikely that you're going to be able to score 3 times, particularly as you didn't score in the first half. But maybe you saw stuff, I don't know. Anything's possible, I know. You saw stuff in the first half, you took advantage of in the second half, got sort of stuffed by the defense offensively. But then, you open up the playbook a little bit more and they're not ready for someone or something. And things can change, I get that. But again, you're playing from behind is what I'm trying to say at this point. And it looks like, from the Duke, the point of view of Leonard, not only is the Duke going to lose, but the Wallace are going to be even further subjugated or possibly even eradicated. There's nothing in the game that suggests that the Galgostani are going to come into Wallaster territory, not only re-subjugate it, but then cleanse it. But there's always that possibility that they lay waste to the land or lay waste to the people so they can't rise in rebellion again. Hard to say. This we're fighting currently is the new Wallaster resistance. So this is not the Galgostani. This is not a detachment from the Bakram or the Dark Knights, obviously, because they're not. They obviously aren't Templars. They don't have the get up, the garb. want to try to recruit one of these fairies if possible. I don't know if the game's gonna let me. I.e. sometimes the game seems to be like, no, you can't recruit this character because they're silenced and they can't talk to you right now. Or this particular class is not recruitable, like the rogues. You can't recruit any rogues in this game, despite them being human.
Sister to Denim, are
You obviously can't recruit any
he has forsaken you, truly.
bosses.
Power is the prize in his eye now. But you know better.
You know strength can push
strength
away.
can push away as well as it pulls closer. Does the Duke's army not bleed men by the day?
True.
If you have the best interests of the Wallister at heart, you will leave Denham's side in service.
The very southern sounding ninja. Who are you? Who do you think you are? I like that answer better.
What is your business and how do you know who I am? Your words sit very ill with me, I'll have you know.
Yes, well...
Well, what? If you've aught to say, say it.
You see, ma'am, we seek to build a society. A society free from the repression visited upon us by the ruling elite.
Well said. Go on.
See, your brother, Denham, he's but a clinging cretin, wagging his tail for the Duke. Thinks maybe the Duke will throw him a bone. Some land or a title, perhaps, eh? And you'd follow him.
I follow one thing only. My heart. And my heart tells me
Which is
to
a little
remain by
dangerous
Denham's side.
based on the way the
Valeria
game
be
plays
damned.
out.
Ah, I see.
Sister.
As we know, she follows her heart a little too much. Rightly or wrongly. Obviously, if I haven't mentioned this already, one of the reasons that I guess the game justifies, why she leaves is from literally the start of the game, everything Denham says to his sister is like, that's nice, sis. I love you and all, but we gotta win this war. And through a series of miscommunications, happenstance, he promises her, like, we'll leave if this happens. Well, this never happens, whatever this is. If we get into trouble, we'll leave. Well, they never get into trouble. If the Duke has been truly defeated, i.e. doesn't exist, we'll leave the island. We'll have no ties to the island anymore. But the Duke is still alive. And then, things start to change, and it's like, well, why don't we leave now? It's like, well, no, sister, we can't leave now. We're now, we now have indoor running plumbing. We can't leave now. Just think about what we'd be losing out on if we left after we just got a toilet and sewer system. Like, I get it. I get where Cash was coming from. She's worried, but I think she has the best interest of Denham and herself in mind, because again, she doesn't know any other family person other than Denham, and she does not want to live without Denham, which is sort of hilarious because when he places her on the throne, he essentially goes, all right, well, I gotta leave your sister at least for a little bit while I go to, New Zenobia, or wherever the White Knights are from. I gotta leave you. I'll come back later, or maybe you'll do this okay on your own. It's left a little bit up in the air there. So, I don't know. Anything's possible, I guess, in terms of the epilogue. Denham goes off, he visits the land of Lancelot, he comes back, helps his sister rule, becomes a general, doesn't become a general, dies, marries Olivia, doesn't marry Olivia. There's a lot there that the game tells you about, but they leave a lot up to sort of speculation, imagination. It's not important for the story, Dead. Oh, almost. He'll be dead in a second. Yep, I can... Oh, what is it? Health drain him. Oh. Gotta move one space back. Alright, let's make sure this works, and then I will say... Until next time, I hope you guys all have a good one.
Well, that could have gone better.
I agree. You didn't recruit Kashua. You didn't sway her to your side. You died. Your whole team got wiped out. Not a great day for you. Anyways, that'll be it for this episode. When we come back, we're going to continue towards the whatever Dark Knight Fort.